Hello and welcome on 360 Sport. It's time to talk sport again. Now we look at just recently, AFCON list. A lot of countries have been releasing their team lists, talking about the team that will be playing the African Cup of Nations 2021 in Cameroon. But Nigeria just did theirs, and a lot of people have been reacting to that particular list, 28-man provisional list that will be playing in Cameroon. Nigerian team. How ready are we? How ready are they? We have the squad for you there. But joining me to look at this squad is Olawale Peters in the studio to talk about this, looking at this particular list. Good to have you once again.
Yeah, good afternoon, Adeni. It's a pleasure to be here again. Good
morning there. So now let's look at that team list. Starting from, look at it from the goalkeeper side. Let's have the team list again, where you have Maduka Okoye, Daniel Akpeyi from Kaizer Chiefs, South Africa, Francis Uzoho, who plays for AC Omonia of Cyprus. You also have John Noble. John Noble plays with Enyimba in Nigeria. Maduka Okoye of Sparta Rotterdam of Netherlands. In the defenders, you have William Ekong, Kenneth Omerio, CD Leganes of Spain, Leon Balogun, Rangers FC of Scotland. You have Abdullahi Shehu, also of Omonia, Cyprus. Shidozia Waziem, Alan Yaspor, FC of Turkey. Jamilo Collins, SC Paderborn of Germany. Olaina, Torino, Italy. And you have Zaidu Sanusi, who also playing with FC Porto, Portugal. Olisanda, Orlando Pirates, South Africa. You go straight to the midfield, you have Wilfred Ndidi of Leicester City, Kelechi Nwakali, Sidi Huska in Spain, Chidera Ejuke of CSK Moscow in Russia, Franco Yeka, Brentford, Joe Aribo of Rangers in Scotland, and in the forward, the strikers, Ahmed Musa of Fatih Karagümrük of Turkey, Moses Simon of Nantes in France, Odioni Gallo of Al-Shabaab Riyadh of Saudi Arabia, Taiwo Awoniyi plays for Union Berlin of Germany, Alexi Wobi, Everton of England, Victor Osimhen of Napoli, while Sadiq Umar of Almeria of Spain, Kelechi Iheanacho, Leicester City, Samuel Chukwueze of Villarreal, and Emmanuel Dennis Bonaventure, who plays for Watford of England. This that's the list, talking about the English, the Eagles, Super Eagles list that will be playing in AFCON. 28-man squad, and the way it is now, reactions from Nigerians, and we will be looking at it from our own angle, looking at it from the goalkeeper, at least I'm sure the goalkeepers there, Daniel Akpeyi, Uzoho, John Noble, Maduka Okoye. Okay,
and when the news broke out that the NFF released the list on Saturday, I was like, wow, I think the NFF, they are watching our program, because for like a week now, consistently, we've been on it and asking them, why are they keeping this as a secret, while other African teams have released their own provisional list before now. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, that means NFF are listening to us and they are watching our program. So let's take it from the goalkeeper. What are you going to do with 4 goalkeepers? That's the first question.
And one will drop.
One will drop.
Yes, the remaining 3 will go to AFCON.
They are taking this because the new CAF regulation.
No, I know why I say one will drop. When they get to Cameroon.
Because do we need to waste a slot? Okay, that's the truth. Do we need to waste a slot? Now, if you look at the list, we have only one home-based player. That's John Noble. And this same John Noble is not the first choice goalkeeper for Enyimba.
So that's it.
So Enyimba has their first choice goalkeeper, not him. And this same John Noble, he is not the best goalkeeper in the Nigerian Professional Football League 2020 to 2021. We have Adeyinka Adewale, who was given the best goalkeeper, followed by Dele Ayenugba of Kwara United. In fact, John Noble came 5th in the ranking. So why him? What criteria did they use in choosing or picking John? And I've never seen in any competition. This AFCON, if we are lucky, we'll play up to the final. That means we are playing 6 matches. So I've never seen a tournament where you are playing 6 matches and you're going to use 4 goalkeepers. You are going to use 1. At most, you use 2. Worst case scenario, you use 3. So why 4?
That slot should have been for a player.
Should have been for a player. So we don't have, there's no reason, no need to choose 4 goal. And it did the same thing in 2014, I mean, sorry, 2019, when we went for the Nations Cup. This list is not a Guafons list. This list was prepared by Kenneth Roy before he left. So why would they allow him, someone, that means the NFF, they're not being sincere with us. They don't have intention of sacking this man. If not, why would they allow him to prepare the list? Now they ask him to go, they're now giving it to Eguavoen. So whatever happens, they want us to blame Eguavoen. This is not Eguavon's list. Because last week, Eguavoen also made a request if he can change some of the players we have or that have been submitted to CAF, in which they said no, the timeline is over. In 2019, he picked a keeper also, that Ikechukwu of Katsina United, the only home-based players. Ikechukwu Ezenwa of Katsina United to join the 2019 AFCON. No. Let's look at in 1994 that we won this Nations Cup under Western Hope. We went with 3 home-based players. Unduka Ubade was there, Fuludu was there, and also Isaac, he was there. In 2013, that we won it also, we went with 6 home-based players, in which the last goal was scored by Sunday Mba of Ifeanyi Mba, home base. So what are we doing to promote our own home base, our domestic league, by going for an AFCON and we're having only one player, and that player is not even the #1 choice for the club, for the position you are taking him for.
That's the goalkeeper now.
That's the goalkeeper. So that is totally wrong. That is not good. If they had released this list earlier, probably we would have made concern, observation, maybe something would have been done. But now, we don't have anything to do.
So maybe that's why they kept the list up till now, starting before they released it.
Yes. So it's not fair. That's the truth. That's to go by the goalkeeper. Now, let's go also to the defenders. I hope we're not going to use Akpeye in goal. We knew what he did during the friendly match between Nigeria and Argentina, which eventually won 4-2, but his mistake, his error, cost us the first 2 goals. And we will not also forget easily what he did during the semi-final between Nigeria and Algeria, in which Riyad Mahrez scored the 9-minute goal. He formed a wall, and he was standing behind the wall.
So you couldn't even see.
You couldn't even see. And you are the one that formed this wall. So his error is totally obvious.
So it's between Uzoho and Okoye for you?
For me, it's between 2 of them. Anyone that is fit, that is okay, should man the post. Okay. That's it. So if now go to the defenders. Okay, for the defenders, I hope we'll not have the combination of Leo Balogun and William Ekong playing 5 and 6 for us. I hope we're not going to make that mistake, because we've seen what they've done before. We've seen that both of them playing together is not really the best for us in Nigeria. So you have to look at other players. We have Jamilu Collins, it's not doing very bad. We have Olaina, it's not doing very bad. In fact, Olisa Nda, which some people criticize that he shouldn't have been there, I would have preferred him to be there, because he still have this composure than either Leon or Ekong. So I think they have to choose the best 4. I don't know the formation that we want to play with this. Look at
Omeruo, Kenneth Omeruo, looking at his experience will count. Omeruo is there, Awaziem, Chidozie Awaziem. Abdullahi Shehu is a versatile defender. He can actually play in any position that you place him. Although a lot of Nigerians are asking in defensive line, why not we do have Kevin Akpoguma and also Tyrone Ebuehi. The 2 are missing out, although Olisanda and Abdullahi Shehu has been slotted in there. But looking at the experience of Abdullahi Shehu and his versatility, that speaks volume. So it's understandable why Abdullahi Shehu has to man that particular position for Akpoguma and Ebuehi to drop. For Olisanda, taking that, at least making that list, that shows that they've seen something special in that young lad. Definitely,
and I think it's also an opportunity for him to give the younger ones the opportunity. I think we're having 12 players that are coming to the AFCON for the first time from the 28 list that we have. So we have 12 of them that have something to prove that, okay, with who being here for the first time, we are coming to mark not only a register, but to make a point, just like Sunday Mba made the point the other time. So for me, for the defense, I think Abdoulaye Shehu, we need him, it's very versatile. I know.
Yes, Olaina.
Olaina, we need him, it's very versatile. So if you ask me the 4 people that I should put in defense, I'm going to go for Kenneth Omeruo. His experience is needed. His coordination is needed. We need him there. Then we need Chidozie Awazim. We need him also. 2 of them can play the 5 and 6, while we use Abdoulaye Shehu and Ola Aina for the right flank and the left flank. I think if we have that, it's okay. Unfortunately also, I think we are the only African country that didn't have a friendly match before this tournament. We will have had like 1 or 2 matches so that we'll be able to know these people are the best for so position, not like what we are having right now. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to do than to make do with the list that they've... Now, let's go to the midfielders. Interestingly, as at this morning, I've seen the list of 21 African countries going for AFCON. And we are the only country going with 5 midfielders. I don't know the rationale behind it.
So that slot for Noble should have gone for a midfielder.
We all know.
They'll have 6.
We all know that midfield is the heart of a team. They protect the defense from conceding goals.
And support.
They support the attack from scoring more goals. And we are going with only 5. Going by the formation that Gareth Roy or Nigeria have been using before, we are using more of 3-5-2. So from these 5 midfielders now, we have only 2 holding or defensive midfielders. That's Wilfred Ndidi and Frank Onyeka. They are the only 2 holding defensive midfielder we have. Then the other 3 midfielder, Kelechi Nwakali, the only creative midfielder we have in this team. We saw what he did during the 2015 Golden Eaglet. We saw what he did. Junior World Cup. We saw what he did. So it's the only creative midfielder we have. Then Joe Aribo is trying also. So are we going to use these 3 attacking midfielder and 2 creative midfielder? What if something happens to one of them? So what are you going to do with 11 forwards?
So you should have come back at least 2 from the getting 2 midfielders to join. We
don't need 11 forwards.
So 7 should have at least 9 or 7.
Other African countries, they are going with 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Strikers. I think we should be okay with 4 of all. Do you want to now convert someone like Taiwo Awoniyi to a midfielder?
No.
Or you want to convert Sadiq Umar to a midfielder, or Kelechi Iheanacho as a midfielder? No.
Maybe they will convert Samuel Chukwueze.
Why would they do that? Taking him away from the position that he loved playing. So this also, it's a major concern for us football lovers.
So from the way it is now, from your analysis, means that the forwards will have been reduced to at least we have 11 there now, or 10 thereabout. It should have been like 8.
8, 7.
Then 2 can join. We have 2 more midfielders to join the midfielder that we have.
The highest we can play for a striker is 3. That's if you are using 4-3-3. And that's not our pattern and style of play in Africa. It's either we use 4-4-2 or we use 3-5-2. So that means you can't use more than 2 players at a time, or 3 at a time. And you are playing 6 matches if you are getting to the quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. So you are coming out from the group stage. That means you are playing only 3 matches if you didn't qualify for the quarterfinal. Okay? So why do you need 11 strikers? To do what? Why you can look for other midfielders to join the team. So the goalkeeper will have gone with 3. Then for the forwards, will have gone with like 7 or 8. 7 or 8.
Then so you can now add the 1 plus the 3 and put it to the midfielders to make it at least let them have 8 also.
8 midfielders.
So it's now balance 8-8. Then you have 8-8. You have another 5 in the defenders, and you have 3 in the goalkeepers. Perfect.
So that's what we have now. So for the forward, honestly, I think if we have the normal, I mean, as in the normal midfielder that we're supposed to have, we have the striker that can do the job for us.
As it is, yes.
As it is now, either we like it or not, Odion Ighalo, he still has the record of the most goals scored in AFCON vis-a-vis the number of matches played.
And experience too.
And the experience too. And there's one good thing about Odion Ighalo. He is a standing and true 9. He's a box 9. That's the reason why Manchester United went for him the other time. And that's the reason why Newcastle, they are looking for him now. He's a box player. He's like the Filippo Inzaghi of those days. He's like Van Nistelrooy of those days. Let him just station him inside the box 18. Let the ball come and meet him. And he will do the justice. Unlike Osimhen, that he drives from the left, right, or middle to enter the box 18 and make the goal. So before you get in there, you can, and you know African football is very physical. Very physical. Then Ighalo height also will play a lot. So I think his inclusion in the team is justifiable. So I don't think we have any, but my own major concern is our midfield. It's our midfield.
We are short in there. The amount of numbers we have in the midfield, just 5, instead of having at least 7. Yeah. Should have been the best, right? Yeah. 7 should have been the best. We've been looking at the Super Eagles list, trying to see how that team should have been. Well, they've spoken. That's the list released by Nigeria, and that's the list that will be going for AFCON to play there. Hopefully, we wish them all the best. Whichever form they use, 3-5-2, 4-3-3, whichever formation, let Nigerian Super Eagles fly and give us that cup that we so covet here in Nigeria. I was watching where the Nigerian citizens in Garoua over there in Cameroon says they are waiting that Nigeria will lift the cup, and hopefully that spirit will come. Before we go quickly, let's look at the EPL match that will be coming on today between Newcastle United and Manchester United. That's going to be a big match between Newcastle and Manchester, a match that everyone want to see. Who will win this game?
And I'll give it to Manchester United.
Seriously?
Yeah, because they have more than enough resting time. Okay, and then their spirit is high right now, and all of them want to play for the coach to be sure that they are part of his plan. So I think Manchester United will have the day.
Exactly what he said, that Manchester United will have the day between Newcastle and Manchester United. We'll wait to see what's going to happen in that particular match. And before we go, let's look at, well, Christmas top league leaders in Europe. In Europe right now, you just have to give it up to all the top league leaders. Manchester City, Real Madrid, all the teams that actually they're standing top there. Xmas league leaders. We have Manchester City with 44 points. You just have to look at Inter Milan. Inter Milan, they are topping over there in Italy. You also look at Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG, FC Porto, PSV Eindhoven, Fulham, talking about the championship now. Rangers in Scottish League, they are also topping. Celtic follow suit. Hearts have thought. You just look at PSV Eindhoven, Ajax, Feyenoord, Vitesse. In Portugal, it's FC Porto, Sporting Lisbon, Benfica, Braga. In France, PSG, OGC Nice, Marseille, Reims, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund. And in Spain, it's Real Madrid, Sevilla, actually topping 1-2. Real Betis has third there, while Rayo Vallecano are standing fourth. Inter Milan, AC Milan, Napoli, Atalanta, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, the top league leaders. Briefly. Okay,
I think this is a very good one, but I'm sure by May this will change.
Which of them will change?
Okay, for Manchester, for England, and I think it will be difficult to overturn Manchester City. Okay, that's the truth. It will be difficult to overturn them. So I think for the first position for the Premier League winner, I think Manchester City, they are good to go. But for the second, third, and fourth,
that's Italy, Spain, and Germany.
Yes, so for the Italy, I think it's still too close to call. Looking at Inter at times, and they normally leave it late, so Napoli can spring their surprise if our own Osimhen comes back. So I leave that one open. For Real Madrid, I think they don't have any strict competition, to be sincere with you. I see them still maintaining this, and then for Bayern, I don't think we even need to discuss this.
It's done.
It's done. Then Paris Saint-Germain, if PSG didn't win the league, I think all the players, including the coach, they should bring them to Enyimba.
Seriously,
yeah, they should bring them to
they are
leading
the fact that can't change. You cannot change.
No, that cannot change. That's what I'm saying. It can't change. It is a
good
given.
Points.
13 good points, and with the arrays of stars that they have in their team. Then for Porto and in Portugal and Sporting, I think it's going to be very, very, very. So it's too close to call.
41,
we'll see what will happen. Also the same thing with PSV and Ajax also, and it's too close to call. Then for Fulham, I think it's too close to call because there's one thing about this: everybody wants to play in the Premier League. So Fulham, Bournemouth, Blackburn, West Brom, I think it's too close to call right now.
So anyone can still make it among them.
Anyone can still make it among them. So let's see how it goes. Then for the Rangers and Celtic, I think it's going to be between Celtic and Rangers.
It's just 6 points.
6 points between two, and they're still going to meet themselves. So if Celtic can overturn that, and also Rangers, probably they slip over and they lose 1 or 2 matches, and Celtic, they still continue to guide their ghost. And I think it's anything can still happen.
So it means the only place that can still change right now is Portuguese League, Portuguese Premier League there, and also the Eredivisie over there in Netherlands can also still change. Also the Championship is also still very open for all the teams that are playing there. So 3, FC Porto, PSV, Fulham should be very careful. Teams that are knocking at the door, they are coming. But for in France, in Germany, it is a done deal there. Those guys, except they are sleeping, for them to lose our league, it means PSG and Bayern Munich have not done well if they should lose that league. Real Madrid in Spain also, they are coasting home. For Manchester City, they are also coasting home. Inter Milan, AC Milan is very open, even for Napoli, alongside Atalanta. That's it on 360 Sport, where we've just been analyzing the Nigerian Super Eagles team list, and also we've talked about the match for today in the EPL, not forgetting the fact that we've also talked about the top leaguers in Europe. Well, analyzing all these games is Olawale Peters, a very good one to have you.
Pleasure is mine to be here.
Good one there. Well, we've just done our own part of it on 360 Sport on Trust TV. Do not forget to join us on our social media platforms. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.